Good morning. Well, it's day two. Bit echoey in here now. I've got all the bits down. I found a leak over there when it rained, which is dripping down onto the floor. So I've got a source where that's coming from. It's either the windscreen, the seam that goes up there on the outside, or there's some little brackets up there where the you can put a roof bars on and stuff like that, and they might be leaking. So I've got to check that out. Otherwise, I've got to try and find the leak in that area, which is going to be quite hard because there's only a few holes to be able to see through where water's coming through. Anyway, I have got welding to do in the back. A couple of little patches on the floor. Probably going to do that later if the rain holds off because it's been really wet outside today. So what I thought I'd do is give the inside in the front a good clean. I am going to take out the seats, and I am going to take out the floor cab rubber mat soundproofing thing. That will be taken outside, doused in antibacterial surface cleaner, various products and stuff, scrubbed and then jet washed, thoroughly dried. That will then be put back in after I've used it as a template to put a carpet over the top. Then I've got some rubber mats to go in to keep it clean. So far I've antibacterialed everything because I just don't know what germs are going to be in here. I've absolutely give it a good soaking of that. I've also bought some soap filled pads because I can't see any car cleaning products going to get all this mud and stuff out. I've also bought the pink stuff cleaner, big roll of what is it stuff, high strength like kitchen, I can't remember the name of it now, kitchen roll, that sort of stuff, and a scrubbing brush to be able to agitate and that's basically ready. But if you looked at what the dashboard was like before, now I've agitated that, I'll get a microfiber cloth, give that a wipe. That area, you can see already that's got a shine on it. So I'm going to scrub everything down that's physically possible, get it cleaned, try and have a look for that leak. Might be the, see, I thought it might be the top of the windscreen, but that's back there and the water seems, that's back there, so the water seems to be coming out of there, so it might be that seam, I don't know. I've got some Sikaflex which will seam seal that up anyway if it is, but yes, need to look into that later to try and sort that out and get all these various bits, because there's something stuck in there and it's rattling about, God knows what it is, and try and get it all cleaned. And then I have got some Genolite rust remover, which is like a liquidy gel that will be put all over that floor, copious amounts. There's only a couple of little holes in the back that I've got to weld up in that floor bit there. Then like I said, the Genolite to go over the top. Then after that's gone off and the welding's done, I have bought 2 big tins of metal care paint. That will be painted, and then the floor will go in back to that level, and that will all be storage underneath, insulated and boarded. So that'll be all clean and tidy and sorted out. Then we can start working on the bed area, the sink area, which will be over there, and the cooker area, which will be over there. And then get all the insulated bits in and recarpeted bits and wood bits. So yeah, coming along on day 2 so far. Catch you all in a bit. One wipe of the dashboard. Look at the filth. And I'll wipe it again. Jesus, that's going to take me some time. I'll turn this off because you don't want to see me cleaning all day, do you? That's a bit boring. But this is going to take some time to clean up. Catch you all later. And that's one side cleaned. Not come up too bad. I'm going to put some proper car cleany stuff on it in a little while. I'll just put the degreaser and pink stuff on it just to bring it up. But that side, as you can see, is still absolutely filthy. That all ingrained in everywhere. So I'm moving to that side now to do a little bit more over there. Then once it's done, I'm gonna give it the proper car products on it, which should spruce it up nicely in here. then all the floor is going to come out, the seats are going to come out. I'm going to jet wash the seats, steam clean the seats, get the vacs on the seats, get them all cleaned up. This one's going to have this passenger seat's going to have a swivel on it, so it swivels round, so somebody else can, well, it's definitely probably be, can swivel around there. I can do the cooking for her, like I always do. And she can sit in this seat here and chill out, basically. Okay, catch you in a bit. Well, I think you can see the difference and the shine. That's the first layer of dirt off. I'm now going to hit it with the dashboard cleaner shine. But these are a few items that I found while I was cleaning it out. We've got a curtain tie back tassely thing, a very old Qualcast spanner. I take it that'd be for a lawnmower or something. We've got a padlock with no keys, and I don't think, no, there's no keys on them keys that I've got with it. A random brass knobby thing. This thing which looks like it's some sort of clamp off something. And this compass, it looks like it's brass, and it actually works. It's like a pocket compass, Ross London written on it. Obviously that's broken off of there, but when I first saw this I thought, God, it didn't remind me of Only Fools and Horses when they find that watch. And I thought, oh, I better have a look, see how much it's worth. It might be worth millions, millions and millions, Rodney, millions. But no, there's actually a ticket on it and it says £12.50 pocket compass. And I also found a poppy. Now before I found that, because she's red, we named her Poppy. I thought it's a brilliant name for her because she's red, and poppy is meant to be a symbol of respect for fallen soldiers and peace, really, I think. Peaceful. So we called her Poppy. And then I found that. So because I found that, I thought, yeah, that definitely cements it. She's going to be called Poppy. So meet Poppy, who's getting a good clean at the minute. And there's the back all generated and rust treated. Like I say, I've got a couple of the little holes down that end to weld up, but we'll let this Genelite go off, and then I'm going to get them holes addressed. And once they're done and the Genelite's gone completely off, tomorrow I can paint that. Then I can put the insulation in, board in, and then we'll get the board up to this level of the floor. After we've done that, we can start insulating. After the insulating's done, we can start building the beds and the units. So yeah, coming on nice. Right, good afternoon. There's the hole in the floor there I've got to grind out. So let me see if I can do it without destroying my camera. Eyes are on, glasses on. the first lot cleaned up. Just got to cut that out now and weld over it. I'll be back in a minute. Don't know how well this is going to come out, but I've got my 3 little plates to weld. Before you weld, the first thing you always do is disconnect the battery on the car, because it can absolutely fry your alternator, ECU and electrics. So always undo your battery if you're doing any welding. Always make sure you've got a glove on. Always make sure you've got a helmet on. Right, okay, here we go. Take it into place to start with. Whew. Get the right angle on that. Feed. Not easy to get it started sometimes, especially when turn the welder up to maximum might help. That was the minimum. I wonder what was going on. Right, let's try again. Oh. That's better. Got it. Right, basically you tack it all the way around and then you join up all the dots on all the other bits. I'm going to turn it off though, because 1, it'll probably do your eyes in. 2, it's quite boring sitting there watching somebody weld for ages, so catch you all in a bit. Now painting the floor with metal care paint. Now the general light's gone off. Just give it a layer of protection. This kills rust as well as sealing the floor. I haven't got to look pretty because it won't be seen, but don't want it rusting out any more than it is. But it shouldn't rust now because there's no dog peeing in here. If I run out of this, I've got a big tin of paint as well that I can roller on. This was some Lidl's, it's $3.99 and it's just as good as Hammerite. I've used it before lots of times. And there we have it, floor's coated, patches welded in, 3 little patches there. Gonna let that flash off, go in and have a drink, come out, and then we're going to see what wood we've got to cut the sides and cut the wood for the middle. Alright, we've got this ply now, that's cut for the floor. That does nearly all of the floor, but it will be in two pieces, but that's not a problem. And that will bring the floor up level. We've got this wood here to put up the sides to give it strength, even though we won't be standing full weight on it. We will be sort of shuffling along in between and beds and that, so I want it nice and strong. So I've got all this wood here, which is reclaimed again from over the industrial estate. That was the reclaim from the industrial estate. So far, what have I spent so far? £13.99 so far converting, because obviously just that's mainly cleaning bits, to be honest. And the paint. So yeah, happy days. Right, cracking on. And they're cleaning these play mats to put down on the floor for insulation and to sound deaden it. And then over the top of that, because this is going to be our storage underneath, over the top of that, for our storage area, we've got some AstroTurf, and that'll stop stuff sliding around underneath. So yeah, that was free as well. So that's free and that was free. So at the moment I've still only spent £13.99 on bits, apart from obviously purchasing the van, but yeah, £13.99 so far. Happy days.